One of the great influences on the development of dancing over many, many years was Alex Moore and something called the Alex Moore Letter Service. And Alex Moore established, I believe it was a monthly letter that he would send around the world. Because of course travel was not as easy then as it is now. And the work he's done and his own books are invaluable in spreading the English style, or some people like to call it the British style, if you so wish, but in spreading the style of dance that we have today has its roots in the fact that he wrote this letter service to teachers, available to teachers all around the world. And I don't know how many subscribers he had, but I think it was many thousands. And this, of course, is the days before YouTube and streaming and all that. It was all done really either by verbal communication in a dance lesson, or it was done with the written word. And that's why, certainly years ago, the written word was so important. Without that record, we wouldn't know. And these giants of the past who realised this, and Alex Moore, a household name still, although he's been dead for many years, is a household word, a name around the whole world. And the debt we owe to him and Scrivener and Haler and Sylvester and many others is really, you can't estimate its value. How else would we know? And fortunately, with the work now going into this format, and people be able to see, and I hope they'll be stimulated to get hold of some of these books and read, because by reading, your mind has to work to imagine what the words are portraying to you personally. So that will not only show the development and where it came from, but help you develop as a person also. So yes, the video or the YouTube, great visually, but that stimulates the eyes and I suppose the brain. But I'm a great fan of the written word, reading. Reading is so important because you have to, in my opinion, you have to think much more deeply. What does the writer mean in the words that they have used? It was the great Sonny Binney I had lessons from for some time, had the phrase, the most dangerous thing in ballroom dancing is words, because they mean different things to different people. And that is so, so true. I remember him saying, it's no good asking somebody who's stiff as a board to be soft and jelly-like, because to them the difference is going to be minuscule. It would take time, and the word I use, I like people to be willowy, because a willow's branch is strong, but it's flexible. So fortunately, those of us who had lessons off these people have got the memory, or we have got, in many cases now, the printed word, or in the case we have here, the visual reminders of where we come from. I suppose really it's a bit like our parents and families. We learn from their history and their attitudes that they developed from their parents, and their parents developed from their parents. So we're all handing down this legacy. And what I've been talking about today really is just the legacy of the past as I know it, and how it's affected me, and possibly encouraging you who are viewing this to stimulate your mind and to research a bit more, go into it deeply. There's nothing new in ballroom dancing. There's nothing new. It's built upon sound fundamentals. There's additional figures, lines, shapes, but the fundamentals can't change. And thank God, those giants of the past, I think they were geniuses.